Yes, it's time for stream. Except my computer's being a pain in the ass tonight for some reason. Crashed several times trying to get it to start up, so that's fun. That's a thing that happened. How's it going? Oh, well, that's why. It looks like I have 3 instances of OBS open, so that's fun. Glad that occurred. Hi! I will be with you momentarily. So, maybe you guys can tell me, since we're sitting here... Did I not notify the Discord? Well, luckily you guys are the best, and you were already paying attention. You were already ready to go, so... since we're sitting here and I'm settling one more thing, maybe you guys can tell me, does their proportions seem wrong? Something, now that I'm looking at them, something doesn't feel right, and I can't quite place my finger on it. What's incorrect? I don't know what that's all about. Any thoughts? There, I have notified the Discord. Yes, I think you are correct. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that too. Okay. I think we should pause on the line art for a minute then and readjust the sketch, because it's bugging me a little bit. We'll come back to that in a second. What I was doing in a second. Alright, let me just think about what I want to do here, because I'm gonna have to shuffle them around a little bit. Something's kind of messed up with the table here, too. Art. It's never finished. Like that, I think. I could just make it a table without a cloth on it, and then that would fix that problem. I have to figure out the physics of a table, but that's fine. So how's everybody doing? How you guys making out today? That way I can draw his other leg and then adjust the anatomy, of course, but... table in there more like that. And then his other leg could just be like there. Oh no, his other leg is tucked up under him, so his knee would be more like this. His thigh is like there. Yeah. Yeah, right? Snow, just in time for that update. Glad you guys got the snow, and not me. I'm good, man. We didn't get any snow yet, and I am okay with that. Hey, we're gonna look up people sitting at tables. Keyword stop. Luckily my cat's not being squirrely right now, because she was being weird before. What's a good one? I guess this is fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this white layer down, and I'm gonna cover up all the stuff under their torso, and draw over it and see if I can fix it. This might need to just get bigger, but I want to draw like a rough sketch under it first, so I can just turn that layer off. Do some adjustments in blue. Hey, stop sign! Welcome. What's going on? We're also going to do the table this way because I'm a scrub like that. Stroke. 8 pixels, also fine. Table, I am much more pleased with. I was thinking, if you guys are interested, I didn't get a chance to do it, so I might have to take a couple minutes to purchase and download it, but we could, if you guys want to, we could do games again tonight. I don't know. I don't really have a plan this time. If you guys are interested in some more madness, we could do that. But we could do at the very least, we could do Drawful again. Because I have that, but... So his torso is there. Then... hip. Leg. Their legs go pretty far under there. Having no fun is having no plan is fun. When you're not the one controlling the stream and having to decide what you want to do. I think his feet need to be a little bigger too. I don't know about you guys. When I sit at the table, I usually tuck my feet like sideways a little bit. So that's why I keep drawing his leg at that funny angle, but... hard to fit digigrade legs into the same space as a regular leg. We can do art after games afterward. That'd be cool by me. I was gonna buy the second pack, but I didn't because I didn't have time. I didn't even think about it. That was just not on my list of things. So, you know, didn't get there, but, you know, whatever. I spent most of my day sitting on the couch snuggled up with my cat. Let me put, I definitely spelled that wrong, and Google's gonna correct me. Nope, I didn't spell that. Did I spell that wrong? Digigrid? I want to see if anybody has pictures of them sitting, because I draw it all the time, but for some reason I'm blanking on how to draw Digigrid characters sitting. Sure, dragon lizard character with a cat of nine tails. Fine. Why not? I didn't click on her because of that. I clicked on her because she looked like she was sitting, but yeah, there we go. That's what I want. I think you just shorten this part of the leg, maybe? Yeah, I do. I do need that for reference because I think I totally had it wrong the last time. I think I didn't have their legs long enough. Just because I'm a pretty good artist doesn't mean I don't need reference every now and again. Sometimes you gotta get reference. And it sucks, because you feel like you can do anything, but sometimes, you know, reference is what you need. You are never too good for reference. Sometimes you don't need it. Sometimes you are perfectly fine without reference and you can figure it out on your own, but a lot of the times, you gotta look up reference. I look up reference for everything. I have a whole folder full of reference just for the Jadoa. Put his foot up here, maybe? What makes his foot look really small? Like, his legs look really tiny right now. And then... Anthro characters, how do you sit? Where do you put your legs? What if I turn this leg out a little more? Now let that be a lesson to anybody who's interested in art. You are never too good for reference. Always have reference. Even if it doesn't seem relevant, always have reference. Draw this guy sitting a little bit more like this guy, maybe. And the chair can go, like, pull it back a little bit. Chair legs can be like here. Here? Too far over. That's not true. There's always potential. You will never be good at art if you always tell yourself you'll never be good at art. The only way you don't get better at art is by not trying. And for some people, that's fine. Some people don't try because they don't want to. It's not something they want to do with their life. But some people, that's what they want to do, and you just gotta keep trying. Even when it sucks, you gotta keep doing it. I don't know what's going on with this chair. I've been working on this particular commission for 4 weeks now, so, you know. Sometimes stuff takes a while to get finished. That make more sense? Having him sit with his legs a little bit further apart, maybe? Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Don't know what I'm doing. Art is hard sometimes. I think it's kind of shocking. I think the thing I'm having the most trouble with this is that usually I don't get commissions with backgrounds, so it doesn't take me very long to finish them, and so this is kind of the first time in a while I've had a commission where I really have to stop and, like, think, you know? Like, I have to stop and do the whole background. I gotta think about a lot more stuff than I usually do, and I think that that's kind of what's throwing me off a little bit, because I'm used to going a lot faster than this, and since I'm not, I feel weird about it. But you guys are very patient with me. You guys let me do my thing, so... Alright. That versus that. It is a Rachel! A Rachel has arrived. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think the blue's better on the dragon? I think it's a little better. I'm actually gonna rotate it. We're gonna flip it. I could bring this leg back a little bit to make him look a little more casual. If I tilt his nonsense back that way a little bit. Of course, then I'd have to figure out how to draw his foot, like, curled up on itself, and that's not that much fun. And his foot's gotta be... yeah, you'll never see it behind his tail, and then it'll just be confusing. Does it look like he's dancing? He is dancing. Yeah. I think the blue's definitely better, but I think I wanna rotate one of these feet so he looks a little more casual, because right now he's like, this is where feet go, you know? Like, right now it looks like I'm doing a study on how you draw feet standing. I'll change the color when I'm done with it. Like, I'll change it to red and match it up, but I want to do it with, Good evening. We're adjusting because anatomy was bugging me. Yeah, so... I'll change it back in a little bit, but for right now I need it to be blue so I can tell what's different. I sorta liked the shape of the feet better on the other one, but that's just because it's all gross and sketchy right now. Maybe I could turn this one in a little bit. Have him curl this one up, and that way he looks a little bit more casual and it's a little bit less, oh look, I'm... you know, this is how you draw a foot. Do you have a pic of him with feet? Can I have that? Because I want to make sure I drew his feet right. I mean, I think I got it based on your notes from last time, but feet are helpful. I don't think he has this. I think I just drew that in. I'm gonna scoot this foot up a smidge. I know it shortens it kind of weird, but I think I can shade it so it looks foreshortened instead of just smushed up in there. Put the chair leg here. This is the back leg, and then this is the front leg. This is the leg. That should be good. PM it to me on Discord and I'll just, I'll look at it on my desktop computer. Also, MageWinter's. Getting your not safe for work. What are you doing? Although I should point out, the not safe for work rule for the Discord is, if you think it's not safe for work, send it to me and ask if it's okay to post it. You can post stuff you buy from other people. That's fine. I don't mind if you want to share someone else's artwork. But if you're not sure if it's not safe for work or if I would consider it not safe for work, send it to me and I will tell you if it's approved or not. I'll go ahead and approve it for you. If you're ever doing like the other night, Ryarkra sent me some stuff on Twitch. He PM'd me some stuff asking if it was okay to post it, or just to show it to me, I guess, in general. And one of them I was fine with him posting, because it was like a tasteful nude, so like the character had her private bits covered with her like arm and tail, so I didn't mind. I don't mind posting that kind of stuff, but I don't want, you know, lady bits and men bits on the Discord. So if you're ever wanting to post something and you're not sure, just let me know about it, but you are all about that. Okay, yeah, if you just want to, if you're comfortable just PMing it to me on Discord, I'll open it on the desktop computer, because the OBS won't capture the desktop computer, so. Because I would like to see it for reference. But I would like to see his legs, so I know what they look like. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, he does have the little side claw. Oh, but he doesn't have the one on his back, on his heel. Okay. Alright, so he's got one here, and one here. And that. Okay. So he doesn't have... because I think last time I drew, like, a little claw on the back of his heel, but it doesn't look like he has that. Claws are also a little bit bigger. He's got, like... Not commenting on the not safe for work nature of this, but this is a very nice piece of artwork. This artist is, very skilled. It is very, very blatantly not safe for work, but on top of that, it's just a very nice piece of artwork, so kudos to this artist. Not gonna matter much in the end. He's got these two little, like, almost palm pieces on the bottom of his foot. It is dragon nudes, and that's fine. Let's do this foot first, because it's curled up, so it's easier. So, any of you guys play Pokemon Go? Anybody catch anything cool? I caught a Shroomish. That's about the strangest thing I've caught so far. Everything else has been, oh look, it's a Poochyena. I'm gonna get sick of seeing those. Oh look, it's a Wurmple. I'm probably gonna get sick of seeing those. You know, like, I already know which ones are gonna be the ones that everyone sees a million times. But anybody catch anything interesting? I know Foogly plays. Foogly's bound to have found something interesting. Oh, you found a oh, I got a gulp. Excuse me, I got a Gulpin today, which I was pretty excited about. See, I'm kind of holding. I'm now trying to think about how I'm holding my feet currently, sitting at this desk. I guess my other foot's kind of resting on its side also, so I'm gonna scoot this leg up. I'm gonna draw it more like... here, and put it kind of... We're gonna draw this one a little bit more sideways. Or maybe I will draw it... This one can be planted normal. Get some little toesies in there. Again. Drawing feet for the 800th time because I'm so bad at drawing feet. Gotta fix this chaos under here too. Frick. A 1500 CP Roselia is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, you know, I'm sure you saw. This morning, I logged in to see if there's anything cool in my house, and, of course, I got an EX raid pass for a day I can't use it, so I'm a little bit mad about that. I'm sort of considering maybe trying to work late this week and see if I can get out early for an appointment. You know, an appointment I did not schedule, but it is an appointment, technically. So maybe I'll still try to make it work, but I'm mad about the way they're doing that system. It's just... I feel like if I did a raid on a Saturday, I should get a raid pass for a Saturday. Even if I have to wait 6 months for it, I think I should always get a raid pass for a Saturday. I don't know, that seems like the easy, obvious solution to the problem, but Niantic just wants our money, so... The weather thing is interesting. I actually, I don't know if it's going to be perfectly accurate. Like, I'm sure there will be days where, like, you know, the Weather Channel predicts it's going to be, you know, rainy, and so the game thinks it's going to be rainy, but it's not. Or there's going to be days where it thinks it's sunny out and it's raining. You know, I'm sure it's not going to be perfect, but I don't know that it matters if it's perfect. I think that the fact that they're including weather at all is sort of interesting, so... I think that's a pretty cool addition. I dig that. It's kind of... It just seems interesting. I wonder how they're handling... I haven't seen any yet, and I don't know if they're in the game yet either, but I'm interested to see how they're handling Pokemon like Castform. I feel like Castform's going to be an interesting beast. Like, I don't know if... Is it going to be... Maybe one of you guys know. Is it going to be like... You catch a Castform and its form's different depending on the weather, and it just adapts on its own? Or are there gonna be, like, 4 different instances of Castform that you have to go out and catch, you know? So, can you have a, you know, Sun Castform, Rain Castform, and Hail Castform all at once, or does your single Castform change forms? It's interesting. Oh, it's not in yet. Okay. I wasn't sure if it's been in yet. Oh no, Mage. Ominous. That's not good. You think your character's gonna get into some kind of trouble? Has anybody heard anything about Delibird yet? I thought they were gonna do that for Christmas, but it's been a little while, and I was surprised that they released Gen 3 before they released Delibird. Are they gonna do we know if they're gonna do any kind of event? He has a big tail. His tail is big. Are those? Oh no, they're not ears. Those are his little spikes. Okay. One of his little tendrils looks funny in this picture, and I couldn't figure out what's going on with it. I think he looks better. I think I need to make this foot a little bigger. But I think otherwise, his anatomy is much better now. I think he looks definitely much more proportional. Maybe not that big. Maybe a little bit smaller. That versus that. I think they're similarly words and things. I know how to words and things. I think they're similarly. They have the kind of the same proportion. Words and things. They still look really small. Yeah, that's true. I think I need to make the stand on the table a little bit taller to compensate for his legs. Because his legs are really big. Just make it tall. Oh, did I collapse those layers? Why did I collapse those layers? The fuck? Arenas just came for Delibird's life there. Alright, what do you guys think? Do you think his legs look better? Or are they still too small? I can't quite tell. I'm gonna rotate it and look at it the other way. I think they're better. Dire Crow. Sadnesses. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do... Delibird is adorable and full of Christmas cheer. However, that does not detract from the fact that he is a garbage Pokemon. He's not a good battler, but that does not mean we do not love him. I mean, I'll say it. My favorite Pokemon is Quagsire. Quagsire is a pretty garbage Pokemon. There are a lot of groundwater types or other types just in general that do his job much better than he does, but he's cute, and that's all that matters. That makes him the best. Design is more important than stats. 4 times weakness to rock, yeah. And also that. Can't forget that. Now I gotta draw this dude's sandals again. Actually, you know what? He might be fine if I just make his legs bigger. Like, if I just grab the legs and just shift them, I think he'll be alright. He might even be okay the way he is, but I'm weird like that, so we're gonna fix it. That's better. Scooch him up here. And I just gotta fix this line. And... You know what? I think I am just gonna leave this the way it is. Got the line from the floor there? Yeah, we do. There it is. Arenas has a point. When I played Mystery Dungeon, I don't remember which one it was I played. Whichever one I played, I'm thinking of. I was playing a Chikorita, and I murdered literally everything with, don't like the leg on the dragon that's furthest from the camera. The knee doesn't seem to be facing the right way, so it looks like the ankle is broken. That is a good point. I think it needs to come down a little further. I think it needs to be like... Fine. But yeah, I was playing him, and of course, Seed Bomb was like the best thing ever. Because you could just knock into everything for 5 damage and just murder face everybody. Or not seed bomb, bullet seed, the other one. Is that better? It gets up too high too. Legs, why are you so weird? I put the cloth back on the table now so I don't have to draw the legs at all. I had it on my old 3DS, my first 3DS, and then I lost it when GameStop fucked up my trade-in. But mostly because my boss was a dickhead. But I enjoyed it while I was playing it, and Dunsparce is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life, because its little wings are great. That looks a little better, maybe. Yeah, multi-hit attacks in that game were busted. It was so easy to murderize everything with that. I just looked up at the chat and I remembered I had dragon porn up on my screen. I was like, why is that still open? Now anytime I have to PM mage anything, it's gonna first open up to dragon porn. And that's funny to me. It cracks me up. Oh, maybe it was Gates to Infinity. I don't remember. It was one of them. It was the 3D one that had Virizion and Dunsparce as main characters, and Dunsparce was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Its little wings are so cute and flappy. And it's so happy about everything, even though it's like the worst Pokemon. You want to talk about a garbage Pokemon with the best design ever. Dunsparce, man. Mage. Now we're just dragon porn all the time. Dire Crow, do you think that looks better? I think it looks better, but I've also been staring at this for 3 weeks, so everything looks correct at this point. You reach a point where you don't even know anymore. Because we're all used to seeing porn and it's actually not that weird anymore. It's like the least weird thing that's ever happened to me. I had a team on Pokemon Showdown that was comprised entirely of my favorite Pokemon, regardless of whether they sucked or not, and Dunsparce was my lead. There's so much porn on the internet, it's so hard to just escape it. But, anyways. Alright, so, that being said, oh Jesus, nope, go underneath, please. Oh, okay, I thought it was a guy in one of those rubber suits. Like the ones where it makes you all green or whatever. Those crack me up. Since I fucked up that layer, we're just gonna... Oh, no. Nope, the other way. There you go. I feel like this is a point where I should turn my stream to not safe for work. But, here we go. The other day I was looking for... I have this fun little folder... of reference. Oh, that's not supposed to be open. Well, too late. Soup. Chaos, maybe? Did I put it in here? I have a folder of reptile reference. I don't know where I put it. I had a folder of just all reference of, like, bone jewelry and stuff, and, like, armor made out of bones and whatever, for the Veos, so I would have some ideas for things for them to wear. I made the mistake of going on Tumblr and searching for orcs, because I figured, hey, Tumblr has a lot of artists. I can go on Tumblr and I can look for pictures that people have drawn of their orc characters from World of Warcraft, and I want you to know I have never seen a fandom in which I opened a tag with a very benign word like orc and immediately got more porn than I've ever wanted to see in my entire life. Like it's one of those things, like, for me, like, if I went on Tumblr and I searched for penises, of course I'm gonna get penises. But I figured at least, like, 4% of the images in the orc tag would at the least be, like, a regular picture of somebody's orc character. But no, it's, like, 100% dicks. I was so confused. I have been to a lot of places on the internet with a lot of weird shit, and that is the fastest I have ever found porn on Tumblr. I was very confused. I was fine, like, I was just like, oh, okay, well, this happened, I guess. And I just, you know, cropped out anything I needed, but it was just like, you know, it's, yeah. Rennis is now like, no, what did you do that for? What's wrong with you? Maybe I should put mature stream on. I think we end up on this topic, like, twice a week. We end up talking about, you know, weird shit we found on the internet. And also I swear a lot, so maybe it's time I do that so I don't get in trouble. Good times. Good times on the internet. Yeah, I try to be really careful. Because it's weird, too, because, like, you go on, like, if you go on Google and search for orcs, you don't get anything weird like that, but I didn't expect that from Tumblr, of all places. I guess Tumblr has more porn on it than I thought. Foogly did it. Foogly, no! Right, though? It's so weird. I guess just because I was thinking, like, orc is such a, like, I figure, okay, so, like, I know, like, bear is a term for a certain type of gay person. So, like, a certain, you know, body shape. So, is it, maybe it's not just gay guys, I don't know. I don't look at gay porn that often, so, you know. But, like, I figure if you search for something like bear that has a sexual connotation to it in some instances, that makes sense. But an orc isn't necessarily just an orc from World of Warcraft. Orcs are in everything. Orcs are they're a high fantasy creature. I don't understand why the entire orc tag on Tumblr is World of Warcraft porn. It doesn't make any sense. Tiger Crow. Oh my god, that's such a good point. I actually forgot about that. Luckily, I haven't had to do that yet, but... It is. It's weird. Yeah, Google has safe search, and honestly, with Google, you can scroll like 90% of the way down the page and you're fine. You can scroll down a couple of clicks before you get anything strange, but... Cass from Breath of the Wild, I am not surprised at all that there's porn of him. Not because I think he's sexy or anything, just he looks like the kind of thing that furries would go, I want to draw porn of that, and then do it, you know? But see, that's my point, though, is that, like, anything popular with furries gets porn of it. And I think anything in general gets porn of it, but, like, when you search for a Pokemon like Incineroar, it takes you a little while to find the weird Pokephilia porn. You know, it takes you a little while. You have to scroll a little bit, because there is, like, real, not porny fan art. Not that porn fan art's not real. I don't know why I implied that it's not real art, because it is. It's just not things I can show on my channel. But, like, I guess I just don't, I just don't understand. I don't understand why that particular tag is so immediately porn. And Incineroar does have weird sausage fingers. Lol. Incineroar. Mage just like, I told you. The internet. I love the internet. It's just, I love that people can do whatever they want. It's just, You saw this bird thing in Breath of the Wild and you thought he was hot and you wanted to draw what his dick looks like. I don't get it, but it's the internet and you can do whatever you want. You do you, man. You know, that's the internet is a free place for now. Not for long. But, you know, for now. I think that should be the goal, actually. Now that net neutrality might be going away and is probably going away, I think that the furries and the porn artists of the internet should all band together to make as much porn as physically possible before the internet gets shut down. Because I know it's not getting shut down completely, but before it gets restricted, you know, give them a reason to take the internet away from us. I want them to be deciding, and I want them to be at the meeting where they're signing the papers, and I want somebody to click on the internet and go, good. You know, we're doing a good thing. We're taking the internet away from these weirdos. The lizard demon lady on Rick and Morty. I don't watch Rick and Morty, and I have not heard anything about that, so... Litten evolving into Tony the Tiger? That sounds incredible. Nugget, how dare you forget me? Unsubbed. I'm unsubscribed from you now, Nugget. Unsubscribed from what? I don't know. You don't stream, so... but... Forgetting about me. How dare you? Just... the worst. I'm just kidding. Hi. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. You know I tease. You know it is all love. People are hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about. People are... the internet is a great, hilarious place. Fun fact, one of my favorite pastimes, is going on to... Oh, no, not a square. You rotate. One of my favorite pastimes is going on to weird furry porn sites and finding the strangest porn I can find. We used to do that all the time in college just for a giggle, because... there was just, there is some weird shit out there, and it's funny. It is like, there's so much of it, it's just to a point that it's funny. I really should switch this stream to a mature stream. I really should do that, because now we're just talking about porn. That's all we're talking about. Can I do that while I'm streaming? I should probably do that. This stream is intended for mature audiences. If you don't want to hear me talking about the funny furry porn, I'm not even going into detail about the furry porn. I think I've said the word porn about 16 times in the last 4 minutes, so maybe we should stop that. Everybody's ripped. Channel and videos. Let's see. 3 Clicks to Hitler is hilarious. That's a good game. Actually, a game that GT Live played one time that was like a variant of that, I'm sure it was not started by them, but it's like a variant of that, was to have the chat pick 2 subjects, and... I have changed it to mature audiences anyway. I don't know if that's gonna boot you guys out and make you come back in, but... I did it. Just in case. Just to be safe. Yeah, we do have to find a day to get me through the story of Guild Wars. Well, before we change subjects to something that is not porn, let me just tell you that, unironically, one of my favorite porn things ever, that I have ever seen on the internet, is the ones where people draw a character muscled out to the point that they are almost unrecognizable as anything but a mass of muscles. It is the funniest thing in the world to me because it is just absurd. It just looks so awkward, and it makes me laugh. It just makes me oh, I hate everything about it. The anatomy nerd in me just hates it, but my god, it is the funniest shit. Some of them are so terrible because it's like, I'm not gonna get weird and porny about it, but like their faces are like, they're like this, and then there's just pecs. and their head's like this, and then there's like shoulders, and it's just, how do you function as a human being? Also, that's the cutest little mass of muscles I've ever drawn in my life. But it's just, yeah, it's more of a fetish. It just, that makes me laugh. It doesn't even gross me out anymore. It just makes me chuckle. It tickles my funny bone. People got some weird interests. But hey, you know what? If you're not hurting anybody, you do you, man. Just do whatever you want, man. Yes, 10,000% muscle. Yeah, I think it's more of a... Nugget's like, I'm out. This is getting too weird. Yeah, this is getting too weird. Alright, let's change the subject, even though I already clicked the mature audience button. Let's talk about something else that's not porn. How about that 3 clicks to Hitler thing? So, I watched a variant of that by GT Live, where the chat chooses 2 subjects, and the GT Live people had to, you know, Matt, Pat, and Steph, they had to basically get from point A to point B, and it was sort of like a race to see who could get from point A to point B on their subject first. So it was like, start with Pokemon and get to GT Live. And they had to like find their own wiki page by clicking on links in the Pokemon page, and it was like how many clicks. They basically kept score, and the scorekeeping was how many clicks did it take for you to get to your second option. Oh, does it? Sorry. Hang on. Let me scoot you back a little bit. Oh, it's just a game. Oh, sorry. I also just realized I got really loud. Hang on. Let me pull you guys forward again. Let me adjust my gain. You're probably going to hear a weird squeaking noise as I rotate my thing. Let me turn my gain up just a little bit. Maybe it'll stop peaking now. Sorry. I apologize for that. I haven't had too much time to adjust the loudness. How's that? Is that better? Little less peaking, maybe? Adjusted my gain a smidge. Clicks to Jesus. Yeah, that's another version of it. Kind of cracked me up a little bit. It's kind of funny, the things you end up at. I don't know a whole lot about, like, audio type junk, so, you know, not super familiar. Still getting used to doing audio-related things. It was pretty fun to watch them do it, though. They have some pretty interesting challenges they've done. I don't know if it's the kind of stuff I would want to do by myself. Like, I feel like I would need somebody in the call with me to make it more interesting, but... looks like fun. It's fun to participate. You know, the kind of, like, would you rather type stuff and things like that. You know what the other thing I could do is I could take off one of my headset, you know, half my headset, and just, that way I can hear myself talking and I'm not shouting. I know that they're not everybody's favorite person, but every now and then I watch them. Sometimes I'm not crazy about their stuff, and but I've been known to enjoy their content every now and again. Another game I saw on, like, Tumblr, I think it was, a while back, was, where you basically open up Google Maps and you grab the little guy that makes you do Street View, and you just drop him somewhere in the world, and you have to find your way, to an airport. Kind of like you woke up in a random location and you don't know where you are, and you have to, you know, have to find an airport so you can get home, sort of thing. I tried it once. It was sort of interesting, but it takes forever to get anywhere because the clicking in Google Maps is kind of awkward. GeoGuessr, yeah, kind of like that. It is a little bit hard to, I think there was a version of that where, like, Google actually supported it, and you could, like, it would randomly select, you don't have to do it yourself, you know, it just put you somewhere. Is there an echo? I don't know. Is there? Oh, you guys. Sorry, I was still thinking about my mic being. Yes, there is an echo. I think you guys are all great minds think alike, as my mom would say. I missed the joke. For I am a scrub. Look at that nice dragon, man. Oh, I'm glad you're liking him so far. Alright, my phone buzzed. I wanted to make sure it wasn't important. Does his, I can also just open up your porn again, but, does his little skirt loincloth deal, does that go down the back also? I mean, I know he's not wearing it in this picture, but it looks like it's two halves. Okay, so I can put it around his tail. I mean, his little butt will still be hanging out. He's not wearing it, but it looks like it's two halves. There's that word, porn, coming back into the conversation. Somehow it always gets back to that point. That's the sort of human being I am. I find everything funny. Except, you know, the obvious things that, like, normal people don't find funny. Amazing. Stop sign's like, alright, I'm done. Deva Jew. I'm gonna keep saying that from now on. That's the new way to say it. Peace out, stop sign. Sorry. No, we won't go back to that subject. Although I might continue to say the P word another 6 times, but... Yeah, dude, I have had the longest week of my life, and... like... this weekend has just been, a cyclone of madness. And my brain is a little bit broken, and so everything is just extra weird. Just stranger than usual. Sort of that kind of week. It hasn't even been a bad week, it's just been a strange week. It has just been wacky. A lot of things going on at all times. To the point that I can't even remember what things happened on what days anymore. You know, one day in the last week, driving home, my car completely ran out of oil, and so a scary light came on, and I had to drive to a gas station, and I had to buy 2.5 quarts of oil to refill my car because it literally had no oil in it. I don't remember what day of the week that was. I think that was last week, but you know, I really don't remember. Unfortunately, my mom had to put her cat down. I think that happened like 3 days ago, but I really don't know. I don't remember. That happened, and I'm sad about it, but I don't remember what day it was. Sometime this week, my workload went from 38 things to 48 things, and I don't know when that happened, but suddenly my life was chaos. And that's the kind of week it's been. Yeah, I know I told you guys that story, so I won't go into, like, major detail on it, but... I had to put a shit ton of oil in my car, and I think that was like 2 weeks ago, but I don't remember. Yeah. That was a crazy night for no reason. Just crazy. So, I feel like it was last week. Like, not this current week. I think it was the week before that. But I don't remember. I remember the day vividly. I remember everything I did that day. I just don't remember what day of the week it was. And that's kind of... I think that kind of sums up my week. Yes, it seems like everybody's having a very long, rough week. I know, I don't know what's going on, but I know, Apple mentioned that they're having kind of a rough week, and, you know, I didn't ask. It's not my place to tell, even if I did know, but, you know, they're having a bad week. I'm having a crazy week. I think you guys are having a crazy week. A lot of you guys just finished, finals, too, didn't you? Or are in the process of finishing finals, so that, I'm sure, has a great deal to do with it. You guys are all in the process of finishing up school for the semester. I'm sure that that contributes heavily to the chaos. Maybe just by proximity, my life has exploded. All of the chaos and imbalance from your guys' lives finishing up school is seeping over into me. A vortex of madness, that's what I described it as. It wasn't a cyclone of madness, although cyclone works as well. I saw this had nothing to do with anything. I think I made a word connection in my head, and I don't know what it was. But I like to give all my Pokemon and Pokemon Go like nicknames. I know a lot of people name them like Skarmory 100 because it's like 100% IVs or whatever. I don't really care about that kind of stuff, so I give them all stupid names. Like I do when we do Nuzlocke. But, I didn't know what to name my Shroomish because, you know, it's gonna be a Breloom eventually. But I don't know what I normally name Brelooms. And so I went online and I was like, what nicknames for Breloom? Somebody had Fruit Punch as its name. That's a hilarious name for a Breloom. Fruit Punch. I mean, I know a mushroom's not a fruit, but it's a plant, and it punches you. Just... So now my Breloom's name is Fruit Punch. I feel like we're sneaking into a national bank. I feel like we're going to steal the Declaration of Independence right now. Passing off, you know, notes to each other, and somebody's hacking into a keyboard, trying to get us into the room where they're cleaning it. That's what this music makes me think of, even though I'm pretty sure it's Crash Bandicoot, maybe. I think the last time this song came on, I had to look it up because it was cracking me up. It's just music. I love that movie, by the way. The National Treasure, without the because I'm stupid. Yeah, National Treasure. I actually fucking love that movie. It's a terrible movie, but I love it. Oh, is it Desktop Dungeons? Okay, well. I don't know, it feels like we're breaking in. Feels like we're doing, like, Super Spy something. You guys are... Yeah, so anyways, I saw you guys wrote how many finals you guys have left, so you're all pretty close to being done for the semester. When do you guys start back up then after that? Is it just like for winter break? I think my stepsister usually gets 3 weeks off when she... I think it's 3 weeks in between semesters. I don't remember. I don't remember how long we got off either, but at my school we did holidays really weird because we got a couple weeks off for like Christmas, but then we had spring break in like February, and it was super weird because nothing was happening in, you know, February, like nothing's going on, and it's still cold and it's probably snowing, but we had spring break anyway, which was unfortunate because my mom and my sister had spring break, you know, in like, you know, March, like a regular person. But we couldn't like do anything together over spring break because our spring break was dumb. My mom's a teacher, so she couldn't, you know, she had spring break, she had to think about that still. Oh, Arenas, that's awesome! Almost done. It's a good feeling. It feels awesome to just be done. Finally. Okay, I feel better now that I thickened those lines. That's better. Oh yeah, you got lots of time, Foogly. Nice. Nugget, you're doing you, man. You do you. Sometimes, you just gotta do you. I pass no judgment on people who don't want to go to college, because college is not for everybody. Some people just haven't gone to college yet. Some people have to wait to go to college. So, you know, whatever you're doing, whatever your decision, I'm here. I draw pictures of dragons in loincloths while referencing a picture of said dragon without said loincloth for a living. So it can't get much weirder than me. Oh man, Foogly. Rip Foogly. Foogly's trying to be a teacher. Rip. My mom's a teacher. She loses her mind on a weekly basis. Hey, Nugget, that's awesome, dude. That's great. I keep hoping one of these toy lines that I'm murdering myself over will take off, because my, one of my coworkers told me my boss, see, I don't care about the money that much, but apparently our boss gets real happy when products do well, and we get nice bonuses if products do well. So I'm kind of, more or less, I'm hoping that one of the products does well just so he'll get off our butts about it. Because everything is insane right now. He could give me like a $10 bonus for a product doing well and I would be fine as long as I don't have to keep killing myself. I'm excited to start giving up on the future of our children. I'm gonna tell my mom you said that. I'm gonna text that to her and she's gonna find you the funniest human being. Because that's how she feels. Of course, my mom is also an insane person who teaches inner-city kids in kindergarten and first grade, so, you know, these kids already don't have enough money for medications, or their parents are working constantly and they don't get enough attention at home, and it's not the parents' fault most of the time. It's usually a circumstance of their just, you know, what's happening in their life. It just happens to be that way, but there's a lot of behavioral problems, and she just loses her mind all the time because nobody listens to her. Because nobody listens at home either, because it doesn't matter at home. You know, it is what it is, you know, no judgment on, like, I know those people are doing the best they can, given the circumstances of their life. You know, they are doing what they think is best, and I can't pass judgment on them for that, but my mom does lose her mind daily. It got really bad, a couple years ago. She was teaching 4th grade, and the 4th graders were just... Some of them were at the age where they knew how to respect the teachers, and some of them were not, and that was a little tough. She got a lot better once she was in the lower grades, where she didn't have to do stuff like the PSSAs. I don't know if... Actually, none of you guys are from Pennsylvania. Like the state tests, though. I don't know if you guys have statewide tests, but, like, once she stopped having to do those... Everything got a little bit easier. It's still crazy because some of the kids don't listen, but it's not the same. I think it's not the same level of stress. Some people are better equipped to deal with that also, I think. I think some people have a different way of approaching it. You know, I think my mom's been teaching for a very long time, so she doesn't put up with bullshit. You know, and some of the kids don't put up with her bullshit. You know, they don't care, and she doesn't care, so everybody's just fighting with each other for power. I think some people are maybe still give a shit. My mom doesn't care. I love her. She's great. Well, you have a very good approach to stress. I feel like if I was ever a teacher, it would either have to be really young kids, or it would have to be, like, high school or college. You know? I don't think I could deal with the middle stage kids who are still trying to figure themselves out, because, like, I remember being a middle school kid, and I thought I was hot shit. I mean, I was also, like, the least popular person in the entire school, so I also knew I was a fucking nerd. But, you know, like, I thought I knew everything in middle school, and so I didn't understand why people hated me. And, you know, I fought with people a lot about sexuality type issues and you know, even politics. You know, we all thought we knew everything there was to know about politics and whatever. And you get out of high school and you look back at yourself and you just go, Jesus, I was really full of myself. Even for what it was, I was kind of an asshole. Heck, even college, I look back and I go, wow, I was a fucking asshole. I thought I knew everything, and I was just a dickhead. But, you know, and it's one of those things where I look at middle schoolers who think they're hot shit and think they know everything, and I just go, yeah, you do think you're the best thing ever, and maybe that's good for you right now. I don't know. I don't fucking know anything about kids. I know which car seats are good, and I know which cribs are safe, because I worked at Babies R Us, but that's about the extent of my knowledge of infants. So, if I don't know how to take care of an infant, how am I supposed to know how to take care of a middle school kid? Everyone is an asshole in middle school, yeah. Yeah, Dyer, that's a good point, too. Yeah, college or university. Yeah, and I just remember that you guys call, college and university something different. In university's like high school for you guys, right? It's like right before college, or is it the other way around? I know some countries call like elementary, middle, high, and college all different things. I just don't remember what they are. I know the lingo's a little different, but Nugget's like, I'm still an asshole. You're not, though. I also know that's not what you meant, but because Fugly said everyone in high school is an ass, or in middle school is an asshole. They translated to that. Yeah, I think once you reach college level, and even your first year of college, you're kind of still, but yeah. I think people are the most tolerable from a teaching standpoint, and again, this is as somebody who is not a teacher, but has just simply dealt with other students like myself. I feel like people are most tolerable after their first year of college, because after freshman year, you get a lot of the dropouts who realize that college is not for them, and then they disappear. You know, you get the kids who didn't take it seriously, and then they leave. And then you're left with all the people who do take it seriously, or take it a little bit seriously, and are trying their best to take it seriously, and then it becomes a little bit more tolerable. Australia has primary, which is K through 6, high, which is 7 through 12, and then tertiary education is either TAFE college or university. Colleges are much rarer in Australia compared to the US. Okay, so university is something different. Or it's sort of a similar thing. It's like tertiary education. Okay. In America, I think college and university are... And I don't know too much about the lingo of it, but I think it's kind of like... It's just a different name for a tertiary education. I don't think it's a different thing. I think, in general, I've found that, like, universities are just big campuses. You know, Penn State University, University of Pennsylvania, they're like the big college campuses. And colleges tend to be a little bit smaller and have, like, off-site housing, or you have to commute or whatever. It's interesting how the language develops differently. Is it? Okay. Well, maybe I understand less than I thought it is. See, there you go. Learn something new today. Make it a goal to learn something new from people on the internet. Random people on the internet. Well, not so random anymore. You guys are a lot less random than you were the first time you came into the stream. You guys are slightly less random now. Dirg. It's not porn, so don't worry. Okay. I want you guys to preface that to every time you send me something. It's not porn, don't worry. Oh, it's cute. This tiefling looking guy has a pet rock. And Grey Dragon Friend is not amused. Oh good, not porn, yes. That little emote face that's in the little chat bubble above the demon character. Is it a tiefling? I don't know. Looks like some sort of demon tiefling type character. It might not be. I just made an educated guess. A brief, not so educated guess. It is a tiefling. Okay. I thought I might have been wrong. Well, it's adorable. Give you guys a spoiler alert. Actually, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna tell you a thing, but it was related, but I can't. So I didn't say anything. So this is cute. Pet rock. I love pet rock. Have you guys heard of the pet rock? Have you guys seen the pet rock that's on ThinkGeek? That shit cracks me up. Yes, I like that the rock has googly eyes. It's great. The pet rock with the USB cord. That shit makes me laugh so hard. Somebody did that. Like, somebody did that and made money off it. We were looking at that at work, that pet rock. It was related somehow, and I don't remember how it was, but it ended up coming up, and so we looked at it. Unfortunately, we don't carry this item anymore. I'm pretty sure that started out as a Kickstarter, and it ended up getting, like I think it made, like, a several $1 million profit. Like, they made so much money on that. And it's just, like, river rocks with a USB cord plugged into it. Like, that's all that it is. It's nothing fancy, but it's just somebody made a shit ton of money off of that. I actually don't know. Alright, prepare yourself for dicks. Just in case. I don't know what we're getting into here. Okay, there's less dicks than I thought there was gonna be. They're kind of bulky and they are very dragon-like. They have a lot of pointy bits. This one has a very defined ass. I'm very confused. Oh, I guess we're Google searching by image on that one. Deer centaur. So cute. Compared to a lizard folk, though, yeah. Oh, that one's like a dinosaur. Yep, he's your character. He can look however you want. I saw this post on DeviantArt the other day because the front page has been super weird lately and I keep seeing things I've seen before or things that I don't think should be on the front page. Because you can't change that tab permanently. But I saw this post that was like, it was like a picture of a wolf, like photoshopped onto a white background. It was like a photo of a wolf, a photo of deer antlers, and a photo of a shark. And it was like wolf plus shark plus horns equals, and then they had photoshopped the horns and the shark tail onto the wolf and said, "This thing is called a wolferon. Do not steal. Original character. Isn't it so stupid how people make closed species and get mad at you for making a character that looks like this. You can't copyright a wolf. And I was just like, first of all, chill. Second of all, what? DeviantArt cracks me. DeviantArt. It just made me laugh, and what made me think of that, though, is that, like, somebody in the comment section was like, yeah, I don't understand closed species. How can you make a species a closed species? Because that's like telling somebody they can't make a werewolf, or they can't make a vampire because you made a werewolf or a vampire. And I'm like, no, that's not the same thing at all. Like, look at a dwarf. Dwarf in D&D is different from a dwarf in World of Warcraft, which is different from a dwarf in Lord of the Rings. They are all extremely similar. They all have almost identical traits, but they are different kinds of dwarves. Same thing with vampires. Dracula is not the same as Edward Cullen, but they're both called vampires, and they both drink blood. You can't copyright an idea. It's more like, I made a thing. Do not make the exact same thing, and call it the same thing, and then say that it's yours. Like, it'd be like if one of you guys made a bird anthro that dresses in Egyptian clothing and call it a Jadoa and say, I created the Jadoa. Then you're stealing my thing. I don't know, it cracked me up, though. That posts like that make me laugh. People get so salty about stupid shit when they're young. DeviantArt cracks me up because it's like 80% teenagers, and so just the stuff people complain about on DeviantArt is just funny to me. I don't remember where I put the reference of your character. It's just gone. Also, I'm gonna hit the save button because I don't think I've done that in a while. Is it in the folder of shit I should probably organize? Yes, it is. Not remember what his hair looks like. Yeah, Dyer, you can't set it the way you want. It's stupid. Like, even if you set it to what you want, it just goes back to what's hot, and then you get stupid junk. Although I have to say, one of the things that I found that I would never have seen normally, I think, that I did see on the What's Hot tab, is there's an artist on there who has a My Little Pony OC character thing named Pandora, and she's like, I guess she's like the daughter of Twilight and Discord, and I don't watch My Little Pony that much, but the character art that she makes is super cute. Like, I actually really like her characters, even though, like, I don't watch My Little Pony and I don't know that much about it. Like, I know some of the characters' names from working at Toys R Us and Babies R Us, and, like, I have friends who like it, and it looks like it's pretty cute. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on My Little Pony. But the fandom is an entirely different story. But, you know, I don't know, like, I thought that art was cute, and I don't think I would have seen that if not for the What's Hot tab. Yeah, Dyer. It was, for me, with that kind of thing, it's more one of those things that, like, once the species is finished and I'm happy with the sheet and everything, I'd be totally up for somebody making characters, or even just making fan art, you know, saying, oh, I like this person's species, so I made one of my own, or I designed one, or whatever, as long as they credit me. But the whole, like, closed species copyright nonsense that this particular person was complaining about was more along... It wasn't, like, so much, don't create fan art of my thing. It was more like... like, if it was directed at me, for example, like, it's not directed at me, obviously, but if it was, it would be something they would be complaining about. You can't say that bird anthros belong to you now because you made a creature that is a bird anthro. Which is not what I'm saying at all. You know, if that makes sense. Like, at some point in the future, and even now, if you guys wanted to do fan art of them, I wouldn't be mad about it. I guess I sort of get it. Like, some things, and I know some people get really aggressive about it, too, but... Is that a little bit too bedroom-ized? Because that turned out a little more bedroom-ized than I was expecting. Make you feel bad. And yeah, Nugget, I haven't seen any kind of creatures like yours before. Yours are very unique. They're big, and they have fun feathers. I like them. Everybody's thing's fairly unique, really. I mean, you guys have a lot of really unique characters. I mean, there's been, You know, there's been dragon characters before, but I've never seen a dragon character with these funny little tendrils under them. And I've never seen one with that face shape, you know? I think everybody's got these really nice, unique characters. So, yeah, Dyer, that's kind of where I stand on that. It's more, just, I don't get why people get so mad about it. Less than it would be, don't make fan art. I like art, and I love when people make me art. It makes me feel happy. But but it just like I said, if somebody created a species of desert dwelling birds that look exactly like my Jadoa and called them a Jadoa and said that they created the Jadoa from scratch on their own, then I'd be pissed about it because it's mine and it's obvious that this person, you know, whoever that artist is, stole them. But to say, I really like this person's art and I love their character and I think their bird characters are cute, so I'm going to draw them and say that I made this for this person or I made this of their characters, that's fun. I think that's cute and that's okay. Has it been? Oh my god, yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I was having fun chatting with you guys and drawing, so... I was, like, real focused, and I guess I forgot what time it was. MTX! What's up? Welcome! We drawing line art. Spent most of the stream redrawing legs, but we drawing line art now. I finally moved on. I finally got some stuff finished. I started making these fun, I'll show you guys. I started making these little, stream title cards for, the background is wrong on this one, but it's like this little text frame. And then for games, I'm gonna put like what number episode it is for when I upload it to when I upload it to YouTube. The archives are all on YouTube now, by the way. Dire Crow pointed out that you can export them, and that helped me a lot. Dire, I was gonna make you a mod because you know so much junk, and you're almost always here. Not that I need a mod, but in case I ever needed a mod, I could just make you a mod. But I made those little title cards. But, like, for Mage's commission, all the title card previews all look the same because they're all line art. I've just been working on line art for 3 weeks. It's funny to me. Did you finish Ori and the Blind Forest? That's fun. Oh, you finished streaming it? Oh, that's extra fun too. I didn't know you streamed. I think I maybe knew that and forgot. Oh, by the way, I was gonna ask, has the mic peaking been better in the last, like, half hour since I fixed it? Has that stopped? I upped the gain on the mic a little bit so that it doesn't, hopefully it doesn't peak quite as much, but you can still hear me. I'm still adjusting and readjusting. This mic's pretty new. Okay, cool. Sweet. Boogly, did you make me fan art? Wait, hang on. Is it bird porn? I don't have the app on this. Go through the website because I'm a nerd like that. I should probably just download the app on my laptop. But did you post it? Where did you put it? Did you send it to me? Do not send it to me. Mage is like, it's back. Stop saying the word porn. Oh, you're putting it in the art share. Burb Lord! I love it! I like his little red hair tuft and his little arms. His arms are great. See? I told you. I love it. I love art. I love getting art from people. Even if it's somebody who took a picture of a sparrow and drew clothes on it in Photoshop. It's beautiful. Oh, Mage, you are 100% right. Hello, Radentorov. Welcome. Welcome, friends. Yes, I just haven't taken the time to download it. I need to, I just haven't. I just haven't thought about it. I mostly use Discord on my phone, so I just keep forgetting to do it. So one of these days we'll get around to it. I love it. No, it's great. I love getting art from you guys. Oh, you've been here a while and lurking. Well, hi. And belated welcome. Mage is being very careful about the purity of the audience, and I've been talking about porn for an hour and a half. Stop the sin. Yes, no, except that this is essentially the sin bin. Not the Axie stack, we're the sin bin. I think one of these nights, we gotta have, like, a porn counter. Like, somebody should keep track of how many times the word porn comes out of my mouth, and we'll just chuckle about it. 'Cause I'm a fucking nerd like that. You could even go back through this video once it's archived and count how many times the word porn came out of my mouth, because I'm sure it was a lot. I've said it 4 times just in the last couple minutes. Also, how do hands work? I don't remember. I don't remember how to hands. That's the kind of week it's been. Oh, so he is like literally Jesus. Sweet. It's like, yeah, it's like the swear jar. It's a good thing that it's a good thing we don't have a swear jar, because I would have no money. That would be if you were like if this was like a you know, safe for work stream where you couldn't say swear words. That would be a really good donation jar graphic to have on the screen, to put in like a swear jar, and then anytime somebody swears in the chat, they have to put $1 in the swear jar. Or cheer a bit or whatever, like they have to pay you every time they say it. I know you can't enforce it, but it would be funny. Like, there's no way to enforce that, but it would be funny to me. That's one thing on Twitch that you get for being an affiliate that I actually don't really understand that much, is the bits thing. I don't really understand that, if that makes sense. He's got, like... I don't really know how you draw holes in somebody's hand, but probably small. For right now, that's what it is. I mean, I get that it's like money, but why would you use that instead of just donating money? Like, is there a benefit to using bits over regular money? If you're gonna donate to a streamer or whatever? Like, I don't get it. And I also don't really know how to, like, effectively use it. You know, like if I did subs, like, if I were to... Because I don't really promote that kind of stuff, but if I promoted subs, you know, I could say you guys get specialty emotes, or, you know, whatever, you get all this stuff. But, like... What's the benefit of a bit? Just that you become the person at the top of the chat that says this person donated 500 bits or whatever? Your name is now permanently, or at least temporarily, at the top of the screen? I guess I don't understand it. Mostly because I've never had bits to cheer at someone, so I don't understand. It's not a big deal to me, so I don't care. I just never... It's not that I don't like it, it's just I don't get it. More fun. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So they can't charge back. Interesting. Oh, it's more secure. I guess that makes sense. It's kind of like a virtual currency in a way. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Yeah, I guess if you could watch an ad in order to give somebody bits, that works. Interesting. I know they're not worth that much. I know they're like one is a penny, so I'm sure you don't get that many for watching an ad, but that's interesting. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know you could get them for watching ads. And I didn't know that they were like I didn't really know how they came into being, to be honest. I just, every now and then I'd see a channel that had a bunch of bits at the top of the chat box, and I was like, a lot of bits. Why are those there? I don't know how I got on that topic. I'm talking about it. Somebody mentioned something that made me think of it. Is it like the regular ads that come up all the time, or do you have to, like... Do you have to go to a certain part of the website and watch ads on purpose in order to get them? There's a shit ton of ads on Twitch right now, and it's really annoying. I don't even mind watching ads every now and then, but they're really long, and you can't skip them, and a lot of the times I hop between streams at work to try to find somebody new to watch while I'm working, or listen to while I'm working, rather, and so, like, I switch between streams really fast, and so you have to keep watching an ad every time. Oh, okay. It's through a particular website. That makes sense. This Zelda? No, it's not. It's Kingdom Hearts. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I thought it was Zelda. It had a little bit of a Zelda something going on with it, and I was confused. Well, thank you for that explanation, Radden. That certainly clears it up for me. I didn't understand before because I had never really looked into it, but it does seem like there's some benefits to it. I don't have any kind of a... I think I have it set up that you guys can do bits if you want, but I don't have any sort of graphic up for them or anything. I didn't feel like we really needed it. You guys throw enough money at me for art anyway, so... Set it up as an option, but not a necessity. Oh, is it not? Oh, weird. When I opened Chrome to see what it was, and Kingdom Hearts was still the preview image. For some reason, it didn't update right away, so I just assumed that's what it was. I've never played Kingdom Hearts, so everything... If you tell me that something is from Kingdom Hearts, I will probably believe you. I like this music. This is cool. I've never played whatever game this is from, but I like it. I'm gonna finish just the top part of his shoulder here. What time is it? 10, 12? Yeah, let me finish up, let me just finish up putting in his, like, shoulder arm area here. And then, if you guys want, we could play a couple of rounds of, something. I did not get a chance to download, I didn't get a chance to download any new versions, so we pretty much only have the pack we had last time of Jackbox, so we could play Drawful again if you guys wanted to do that. You guys want to do art? If you guys want to do games tonight. If you're content just chilling here talking, I'm good with that too. It was pretty fun the other night though, playing. Am I free tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I don't have any plans. Honest to God, I'll probably get out of bed, go sit on the couch, and then get trapped into the cat all day again. Oh yeah, sure. Get some of that finished. Gotta get through that at some point. Hoping to get the fam back into it, too. The fam. I am a nerd. Best kind of nerd, though. You love me. I don't know why, but you do. The next expansion? forearm is very long. Path of Fire? I already have Path of Fire. I bought it like the week after it came out, but I just haven't gotten to play that part yet, because I wanted to finish Heart of Thorns first, so I could catch up on the story. Oh, get you to the next dimension. Sorry, I misread all of that. I was like, you want to get me Path of Fire? I already have Path of Fire, friend, but that's not what you said. It looks really good. I'm really excited to get to it. That's, like, what I was trying to get to. How to hands. I kinda wanna don't hand. I kinda wanna not hands. I tell you what, let me really quick, I can just leave this up. I will put the BRB on. I'll just write it on here. I am gonna go grab, I'm gonna go grab something to drink, because I'm super thirsty from talking for an hour and a half. So, give me 1 second, I will be right back. Okay, I returned. My sister and I got on our Christmas shopping early this year. We started it back in November. We were like, we gotta do this, like, now, before we forget. Otherwise, we wait until the last minute to do it. Alright. Let's see. You guys want to play some Jackbox for, like, 40 minutes? Made some good progress on this. I think I want to call it a night before I get, because I have a feeling once I get down into, like, cloth, I'm gonna start getting frustrated, so... Let's, we'll take a little break. We'll play some Jackbox for a little bit. I'm gonna, for the sake of making this stuff easier to, switch over to, YouTube, I'm gonna kill the stream for a second just to start a new recording, and then, we'll go from there. So, I will be right back momentarily. We'll get Jackbox set up, and then, be good to go. Give me 1 moment.